Oh, good morning, guys. We're back. There was a delay getting my parts, right? But we're good to go. So, if you did not join in during the first part of the live, I built steps 2 to 4. So we've got this front bumper and axles all assembled and ready to go. Now we're on step 5, which is the diff gear. So definitely need these right here. So there's that. I need these gears as well. And I need 3 BA10s. Tapping screw. Let's see. What is a BA10? Is it these silver guys? Might be. Trying to line up the screw, but it keeps wanting to roll away. Looks more like that. 2, 3. I don't know, these BA10s, BA8s, they're all looking right around the same size. But these look to be the right ones, so I'm calling it good. Hopefully I'm right. And I'm using the Sarah grease. I think it's a lot easier. What am I doing? I am building a remote control car. Right now I'm working on the gears. So yeah, it's a fun, relaxing thing. So I've just got to throw some grease onto this little piece right here. And then I put some of these smaller gears on there. Hello, good morning. How you all doing? It's bright and early for me. I don't know where you guys are all checking in from, but good morning. Yeah, just working on this differential right now. Oops. Probably should have got to grease this part up. All right. So that's greased and in place. You need $100. Yeah, I do need $100. I wish I had $100, but let's see. And then once that's all greased up, got to grease up this and put that in there. You having a good day so far to start your morning? It's bright and early. Okay. Wish it was easier to test this, but I believe that's all assembled correctly. Then I just throw this cover on. Gotta line up where it goes, I guess. And I got 3 screws. Nice and easy. who doesn't need that kind of money, especially these days? You know, I've got mouths to feed, I've got kids, all that fun stuff. Of course I need that kind of money, but not playing the lottery, so thank you. Appreciate it. It's kind of fun and relaxing, right? And then once you're done building one, you get to drive it. So it's a cool concept. I love these kits. They're a lot of fun. They're kind of my way of dealing with life a bit, you know? All the nonsense. This helps me relax and not have to worry so much. So this part is built. Next step is the counter gear. So I need this piece right here. I need to find, well, I need a couple of these bearings and a couple other parts. So I have to get the parts tree out. Do I have any subscribers? I have like 630, I think it is. Not a whole lot, but you know, I'm not brand new either. I'm newer to going live though. That is not something that I've been doing for a long time. This is my second live. Good morning, hello. Thanks for stopping by. Gotta get my parts out of here real quick. Hello, hello, thank you. I appreciate you subbing. Let's see, is this the right part tree? Bag A, that is the one. What are you all up to this morning? What the hell is this? I am building a remote control car, and right now I'm working on the gears for it. And I just had to get some parts out for the next step. That's what this is. Okay, got another bearing to go on here. Where exactly does this go? Trying to figure this out. I can't tell where the bearing goes. Oh, you're watching me? I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Slime Ball. I threw some stuff up there yesterday. Cut off carefully. Thank you. So helpful. Okay, so this bearing, we have one going in the front here. Like so, and then one going in the back. Trying to get my fat finger in there, but looks a little tricky. Good morning, good morning. Next step is to grease this up. And so that goes in there. And then like that. So that's, where did I buy this from? I mean, they sell them all over. A-Main, Tower Hobbies, Hobby USA. There's a bunch of different websites that sell these kits. I mean, you could buy them on eBay. Like, they're all over the place. This one was a birthday gift. So, they're also on Amazon. I think that's where this one came from. All right, so we got this in here. Next step is this differential. Need another bearing. Actually, two more. This just pops it in place. What country am I in? I'm in the United States. Gotta grease this up. This is a really big diff gear. Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning, roughly. The background. So that's just RC car stuff that I've gotten accumulated. Different RC car like boxes that I cut off, basically. So that's just been an accumulation over time. Last couple years. Let's see here. This is A3. Some of it was from TikTok. Some of it was Amazon reviews. Some of it I bought. Some of it I won in giveaways. Like, it all depends. 740. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is not that early here. But thank you for checking in from Australia. That's really cool. I appreciate that. Make sure I got this going on right. There we go. That takes care of that. And then I just got to screw it all together. Where did my screws go? I just moved them out of the way. 1, 2. I believe these are the right length. Let me check real quick. Yep. This build is coming right along. It's nice and easy. So we've got, where are these 4 screws going? One there, one there. See the 2 obvious ones. Well, I'm going to start with the obvious ones. I'm not sure where the others are. They are really wide. It kind of surprises me how wide they are. Oof. Almost dropped a screw. That would have been awful. I'd be sitting here digging all over the floor trying to find it. So that takes care of those 2. Where are these last ones? Looks like one goes down in here and one over there. At least I think that's where I'm supposed to go with them. Yeah, we're making some pretty good progress. This build is coming together relatively quick, especially for going live and trying to talk with you all, right? Like, I was worried about that, if I'd even be able to build it or if I'd be too distracted, but it seems to be working out pretty well. I'm happy with it. That screwdriver seems a little too thick to get in here. Let's see, will this one do? Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so that's ready to go. Next step is installing the motor. 10K views, I appreciate that. I would love that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I do really appreciate it. Yes, I'm building an RC car. So far, I've built this front axle and bumper assembly. Right now, I'm working on the gearbox. I'm gonna install a tiny little motor that it comes with. I'm gonna start out with a stock motor, and then I'll upgrade later on. So I just gotta find these little parts. BA12, what are these? Looks like a couple little washers. And I need BA9, tiny little screws. These. Typically, oh, there we go, BA9. Is that the right one? That looks a little big. Is it this one? Yeah, it's these little guys right here. That's those two black screws. And these two nuts. So I got that. Bearings I've got. I just got to get this motor mount, H3. I have no idea where this part is. I appreciate it. Make it happen. I would love that. He's in the military. Oh, cool. I wish I was more mechanical. That's not, like, I don't work on cars or anything like that. Like full-size cars, right? I've got my little toys, and I enjoy that, but that's about as far as I go. And it gets my fix in. But I also have a pretty affordable family mechanic right now, so I don't really have a huge need to work on cars myself. Although that could change, right? Once he retires, which he's getting up there in age, might be pretty soon. Ugh, these are a pain. Come on. Little nuts don't want to go into their spot. I'm going to have to use these tweezers, I think. They are tricky. Welcome back. I appreciate you all hanging out. No matter where you're from. If you're an early bird in the US like me, or if you're from Australia, these things are kind of a pain to get in here. They don't want to go into place. I might have to, how is that supposed to hold that? I have no idea. Gotta get this other screwdriver out. That is too tiny. For me to be done, oof, I'm not gonna be done today. It's probably gonna take me, I don't know, 2-3 days to build, maybe more. It all depends. You know, I'm sitting here talking, I've never built this car before. So it depends on how the build goes. I don't know if I'm gonna have any issues I get stuck on, like these little nuts that can't line up right now, so that's a little issue. Hey, how's it going? Appreciate you joining in, Drones and Dogs. Must be real early for you, because you're out west a little bit, so it's what, like 4:45 in the morning, I think. 4:48, I guess. I know right before I came down here to build, my dog threw up. Hope he's doing all right. He's getting sick. He's older. There we go. Finally got these nuts into place. Those were a pain. Or the smaller, there it is. This thing is going to be so slow starting out. Oh, you're actually at work. Nice. A worker for RC cars? That would be cool, but I don't think I would make enough money doing that to provide for my family. So it's just a hobby. Come on. Did I put the nut in upside down? I think I did on this one. It does not want to stay. Yeah, I appreciate you checking me out, watching this build. I know it's bright and early, and I'm struggling right now with this step. Can't get these nuts in right. Do you build RC trucks? I do. Nothing crazy. I just kind of, not like a Kevin Talbot or anything like that. I just have fun, you know. Enjoy them for what they are. Try to help educate people on RC cars a little bit with the builds or part repairs, all that fun stuff. No. This one part is driving me nuts right now. I don't know what the issue is. I can't get it to line up right in the plastic. Which clearly is an issue. You're on break? Cool. I appreciate the support, man. Trust me. Hope you're having a pretty good day at work or night at work, however you want to call it. I'm assuming you're working on overnight somewhere. It's my day's just starting and the build's going great so far until I got to this right here, and now I'm struggling. There we go. Got it in place. Hopefully it'll tighten up this time. No, why is it not? What is my issue here? I know it's the right screw because I just measured it. This is the one thing I didn't think about for builds, or I thought about but wasn't prepared for, is what happens when I have an issue like this. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and hope you get to get off work here soon if you're working an overnight. It sounds like you will be. Come on. I don't know what this is. This one washer and screw, even though I use the same exact one on the other side, it does not want to tighten. Like, I don't know what is going on here. And I don't have an extra one of these washers or screws. They give you one of each, or I guess two of each, one for each side on this motor mount. I was looking at the threads and I thought I had it right, but I don't know. It's early in the morning. Maybe I can't get that handled. Did I get it this time? It's not like super. See, it doesn't want to tighten all the way. The other one did. I don't know what's going on. If something is stripped, potentially, like on the threading, but that would suck. Hello, hello, welcome back. I know I'm in a rough spot in my build. Having issues here. Might have to just move on if this doesn't work. Yeah. This side will not go on at all. The other side doesn't fully tighten. It is this screw, as far as I could tell. I mean, I measured it up on top of the little thingamajig. Actually, maybe it's not that screw. Maybe it's a silver one. I'm gonna try this screw because it's not tightening up. Maybe I had the wrong screw. That's the only thing that would make sense at this point. Good morning. Working on this motor assembly. Yeah, that's got to be my issues. I had the wrong screw. I don't know how it worked on this side. Got lucky. Come on. Almost got this step done, guys. Sorry. We're moving on, I promise. It's just been awake, what? A little over a half hour. So working on these cars are not fully there yet, right? Haven't had any coffee or anything like that. Mistakes are bound to happen. But we almost got this. We're finally getting there. Just took a hot minute. All right, so there's that. That's all ready to go. I've got 2 more bearings that I need. And I need this BA13 shaft. Yep, that's the one. All right. So I've got a bearing going in on this side. Do you build other things? Not really. I mean, I do some stuff around the house, but I don't do YouTube on that type of stuff. I do not know. I don't think those screws go into the motor. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, these are for the motor. Okay, so that goes right through here, like so. And then, let's see, what's next? Attaching the motor. So for this one, I need two BA7s, which are, again, these short screws. Are these the ones that I was trying to use just now? Oh, you know what? That's what my issue was. I lined it up to the wrong step. Because, yeah, these are the ones I was trying to use. Obviously, were not right. So, let's see here. Motor, we've got a 17 or a 19. But I don't know what is on here. Doesn't even look like this is a 17 or a 19, so that's a little confusing. And it shows that going like this. Actually, are you right? So yeah, it does look like these are going to go into the motor now. Gotta line that up because they're pretty tiny. Tiny little guys. How do I make this work? Right there? Maybe? Let's see. Struggling here because I honestly think I had the right screws the first time, because now the motor plate and this doesn't line up anymore. And it's saying to use these screws. And those are the only screws. I only have two other screws left and they're longer. What a step this is, man. This is where nightmares are made of on RC car kits. I swear. Okay, calling that one good. I'm just gonna get it in there. If it's not super tight, you know, I'm gonna end up building another, or adding in a different motor later on in an upgrade build. So hopefully this will at least hold for the time being. And then when I throw something else on, hopefully we'll be good. I don't really know what's going on with all this. why it doesn't want to tighten on this one. There's got to be some thread issue. I mean, I could throw on some Loctite, but I don't even have it with me. Do I? No. I don't have my Loctite with me. Okay. Excuse me. Magnets. Sometimes they are very good having these magnetized. Sometimes it throws off everything else. What the heck? Come on. Like that. Washer just came out of place and went on the side of the motor as I was trying to screw it on. I appreciate you all bearing with me with my difficulties right here. I don't know why this is so much of an issue, but it is. It shouldn't be. I'm just not having good luck here. It's just falling right on out. And that is the correct screw. I now know that. I was looking at the wrong thing when I matched it up. That's true. Every build has an issue. Even if it should be nice and easy, there's always something that goes wrong. Come on. Grabbed a little bit. So that might be the best I could get it. This little 380 motor is kind of surprising to me for this car. You would think it would be bigger than this, right? But we're gonna take her out stock, see how nice and slow she is, and then upgrade her. Come on. This one thing. The washer just popped out. I'm just gonna see if I could bypass that whole screw on that side. Like, is that even necessary? I don't even know. But at this point, I'm just gonna try and bypass it. Because it is not working. Gotta line this up better. Why do these screws look like they're too big, though, for what I need them? Yeah, there's no way this works. Does it? I guess it does, but it just seems so much bigger. Now it's coming free on the other side too. What a pain this has become for that one thing. Yep, now it's going all cockeyed on that one because the other one came out of place. What in the heck, man? I don't even know what those are for. What a pain that has become. Motor attaching screws. BA7. I think I was almost doing something wrong, maybe? Or no, that's right. It's that one. I'm all confused at this point as far as what's going on. How did these are my BA7s. So that goes over this. Need double-sided tape. Oh, that's weird. H5 is right here. It says double-sided tape is including in the parts bag C. Where is parts bag C? C, that's C. So you've got, I guess because of the way, like how small the motor is, it has me putting on this little, where is, this little H5 with double-sided tape. But like, I've never seen that before. So there's the double-sided tape. H5, I believe this is H. There's 5. Cut that off. So I have to get a piece of tape, which, do I have a knife? No, I don't have a knife handy. I'm just gonna have to use this. Model snip will do the job. Okay, so that goes there. I guess this is to, like, because the motor's so small, to keep there from being play. I don't know. It's really strange. But if that's here, like so, this goes under here. So that goes like that for some reason. Come on. Doesn't want to stick. There we go. Nope, just kidding. The double-sided tape they gave me doesn't want to stick. Really? It's becoming a pain right now. What the heck? I feel you, man. Sometimes these things just don't work out, and I feel like that's what's going on for me today. I don't know if I have to just call it a day, since I'm not getting, like, the double-sided tape keeps coming off. This little gearbox issue with the screw, it's not sticking, or not threading incorrectly. Like, this thing has become quite the pain in the neck. So that screws, I don't even know, man. Hey, you're back. Appreciate you checking back in. We're still over here struggling with this same step. Slowly moving on with it, but I'm also having another issue now with the double-sided tape. It does not want to stick to my motor. I appreciate that. Thank you. These screws don't want to fit in here. Try these ones that I was trying to use there and weren't working. Maybe they fit for this. Sometimes you just run into these issues and you just kind of got to play around with it until you could figure out what's next. Yep, that looks like that went in perfectly fine. Honestly, I feel like they messed up the pictures on me. As far as what screw goes where. Mislabeled, maybe. Which does happen. So now that's on. Nice and easy. And then it says, for motor positioning, to use the 17 tooth. It was a 17 and 19 tooth pinion as a possibility. I'm just going to line it up. It's a little easier said than done. Looks like that and that. I think that will go. No, the magnet. I sometimes I love them, sometimes I hate them. Get something lined up, the magnetic aspect of it messes you up. Now I gotta start this over again. That's 19, that's 17 right here. I don't even know if this is the right screw, to be honest. I think it is, but it doesn't want to catch on anything. Come on. Are you going to catch, or is it a different screw? This is the one that lined up for this step, but it doesn't want to catch on here. So I'm going to try this next size up that's also in the bag. That doesn't want to catch either. I think I finally, thank you. I appreciate it, Dolphin. Can be live at 10 p.m., please. You're going to sleep. But I don't think I will be. But I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. So I think I know what I have to do here now. Washer. Or nut, whatever it is. Nut. I don't think I screw it all the way in. I think this is just to start it, because that's what catches it. No, I dropped one. I dropped one. Where'd it go? Crap. Crap. There she is. Well, get some sleep. I definitely appreciate you joining in. Again, I'm most likely not going to be live at 10 p.m. just because that's usually when I'm doing some chores around the house. And in the morning is usually when I have time to do my own thing. Okay, so I started that one. Start this one. Okay, so now that that's started, combine. Okay, so that goes like that. And those are now in place. Whew. So that goes there. This double-sided tape would work with me. I'd be very happy, but one thing at a time, I guess. Okay, it is finally good. That was way too complicated. Oh man, that was frustrating, but we're finally there. So I'm excited. It's only been an hour, right? Grease up this bad boy a little bit. This goes right into there. Good looking mesh, I like it. And now I need to attach the gearbox cover. A2. Gearbox, where did the gearbox cover go? There it is. I'm so happy to finally get this step done with. I had such frustration with that. Finally know what they meant by the picture. But yeah, sometimes these things happen. Okay. Like you were saying, slime ball happens in every build. It actually says to grease this, which is interesting. You would think because of the contact with the pinion tooth you wouldn't, but it's telling me to. I guess you're covering it all up, right? So. Which one's up top? I'm guessing the Tamiya goes up top. Tamiya, there we go. So there's that. Then it says I need 3, what I believe is this screw. 1, 2. Do I have a third one? There it is. All right. Be a 4 screw pins. Where do those go? Why are they not? What? I don't fully understand that. I swear sometimes I'd be doing this stuff and I have to go into another section of the kit to like find the right screws. Like I don't know if I used my screws wrong or what, but I always have this issue with my Tamiya builds where it'll be like, oh yeah, you're on this bag, and I use the whole bag, and then I get to a step and I'm like, I don't have any more of this screw, and I just open up a new bag, and somehow it always works out. But I don't think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's just what happens for some odd reason. Have you run into that at all, or is that just me being unorganized with my kits? Because it definitely could be me. I have a tiny little table. This thing is literally like as wide as I am. So it's hard to get it all organized and pretty. Yeah, I finally got the fast eddies. I've always gone with winter evening with my other kits. First time trying fast eddy, shipping issues, but they seem to be nice bearings. So got that and that. BA4. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, maybe 10 or so more minutes. And BA5, so that's a BA5, BA5, assuming that makes this a BA4. Yep, that's a BA4. And a BA4. So now we need D6. I mean, this build is coming along, even though I had a few hiccups. It is coming along. And I mean, trying to do it live, trying to talk to you guys. And it's only the 3rd kit I will have built when I'm done with it. So I'm not an expert. I'm happy with it. Can't complain too much. And like you said, they all have an issue in one way or another that drives you nuts over something. And that was just like basically what I had to do for that motor, right? Is it said I had the right screw. At first, I had the wrong screws. Then I had the right ones, but I screwed them all the way in, and I wasn't supposed to screw them all the way in. I was supposed to just screw them to tighten them on the nuts, tighten the motor down, then back those out, then use them to mount the motor. Very confusing. Not clear at all. For these rear arms, let's see here. So as this facing me, these are the lower arms. It looks like. So you have this back of the triangle going to me, and then that going like so. And got these BA4s. Nice big old screw pins. There's one. There's two. Make sure these are tightened all the way. Because I definitely don't want this gearbox getting all dirty, coming apart or anything like that. Looks to be good. So we got the lower arms on. Let's see. Next step is attaching rear upper arms. And it also has me attaching these drive cups. Sometimes, man, these instructions attach correctly by matching joints. Thank you for that very insightful instruction. But those are installed. Hard to see, I think, but they're in there. And then I need the upper arms. Here's one. All right. Basically, got the front and rear of the car pretty much assembled at this point, right? Okay. That. So much scrap plastic with these part trees sometimes. Okay. So for the upper arm, which way do I face it? I have this facing me. This little swoopty. Very technical terminology here. Looks like this smaller swoop is coming towards me. Hello, hello. And that big one is going towards the front. How you doing this morning or evening, depending on where you're checking in from? I know we had someone in here from Australia a little while ago. It was a bit of had a couple hiccups during this build this morning, but honestly, I think I started on step 5 and I'm finishing step 12, so we moved pretty far. We made quite a bit of progress here. Couple minor issues, but we got past it eventually. Just took some figuring out a bit. Why does that look wrong? Yeah, I definitely, right? That just looks wrong to me. I feel like I gotta flip this around. Not fully sure. Making sure I was on top of my game, you know. It could have at least let me have some coffee first. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it has to go this way. It just looks weird to me, the way these arms go on. But if I don't have it this way, it looks like it's going to be blocking that. We'll see. Maybe I'm putting this on wrong. Maybe I'm not. We'll find out. I think I'm putting it on correctly based off the picture. But, actually, picture, that's a big swoop. Yeah, I'm putting them on wrong. The big swoop goes towards the back. Small swoop towards the motor. Sometimes, like what throws me off with the instructions of these Tamiya builds is like you'll be working on the same part, but then you get a new angle of the picture, right? Like, actually, hold on. I don't even know at this point. As I say that out loud, I don't know how to work this angle. I think I'm doing it right this time. Maybe. We'll find out if it doesn't connect. Everybody swoop. When I swoop, you swoop. Yeah, it sounds about right. I don't know what else to call these little things, but they're swoops. I'm hoping I got this correct. I might not. We'll find out at some point. But yeah, steps 5 through 12 got done this morning. Not too bad. Tomorrow I will pick it back up bright and early again on step 13. And can I tell if I did this correctly? Not currently. I will find out tomorrow. But that's what's so strange. So it shows me on the next step attaching like the rear axles. And like these should be lined up above each other. But they're not, no matter which way I do it. Unless I've got the rears upside down. Let me try flipping over a rear, because those are not lining up how I have them. That does appear to be more in line. So I think I had my rears upside down, which is what was confusing my, I had my lowers upside down, which is what was confusing me about the uppers. Because now we have one above the other correctly. Because yeah, the next step, step 13, is attaching the axles and the or the rear axles here. Ooh, had this guy pop out. And that would obviously be an issue if it's not lined up correctly. So I either have them both backwards or I've got them right. We'll find out, but I think we're good now. I think it was just the angle of the image was playing with my mind. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes those things be messing me up. But that looks right. And then I'm going on to part bag B, it says. Pretty cool. We're moving along. Here's the front as a reminder. And what I've got currently for the rear. Usually, I don't want to jinx myself, but usually all the technical issues for me are with the gearbox. So I imagine the rest of this should go together pretty smoothly. It's really just a matter of, so what's next is finishing up that rear end. Then I do the shocks, front and rear. Yeah, it looks like front and rear shocks. Then I start installing things on the chassis. Then it's the servo build. After the servo is built, it's steering linkages in the front type of thing. Attaching the gearbox, attaching the front section there, attaching the wheels. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna have this built probably not tomorrow. I'm thinking probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. All depends. But I'm thinking they are friction pogo sticks. I don't know where they went, but that's what we got for the... They do sell upgraded ones for this kit. They do sell oil-filled, which I'll probably maybe get. But for right now, we're going with the frictions. It has some rubber tubing that you're supposed to put in with the friction to help with them being not as bouncy, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen that on any of my other friction shocks, but this one has it. But yeah, we'll see. Like I said, probably 2 or 3 more lives left, depending on technical difficulties, and then it will be fully built. Thanks for joining in. I gotta go get ready for work, because work starts in 13 minutes, and I gotta make coffee. But I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Take it easy.